All right, guys, so we're going to be going over the fractal nature of the market. Now, this is going to be a very important video because you need to fully understand everything that I am about to say. Okay, so take out your notebook, and if you already have it, good, then take notes. Most importantly, listen to what I have to say because that's what's going to matter on this video is for you to listen to what I'm saying and obviously, just kind of copying down my examples. So what does fractal mean? So fractal can mean many things. Obviously, it depends on how you got introduced to it, shall I say. But we're talking, about the charts here. So fractal for us is going to mean that if on the 1 minute we have, let's say, structure, higher high, higher lows, right? And then on the daily, we have higher highs, higher lows. So what does this have to do with each other? All right, is that whatever happens in the 1 minute is going to happen in the daily, and whatever happens in the daily is going to happen in the 1 minute. Okay, stay with me. So that's what it means, right? So the same way with liquidity. Liquidity is fractal. So we have equal lows on the 1 minute time frame, and then we can have equal lows in the 1 hour time frame. Liquidity is fractal. Structure is fractal. Okay, so structure is fractal. All right, is fractal. Liquidity is fractal. Okay, ranges are fractal. Okay, and also Quasimodos are fractal. Quasimodos, which you're going to learn about this soon, are strong highs, strong lows, weak highs, weak lows. All right, but in short term, we're just going to call them Quasimodo. Is also fractal. Okay, so to sum this up, everything is an infinity sign. Everything is fractal in the market. Okay, so everything that happens on the lower happens on the higher, and the higher and the lower. So I hope you understand that so far. Okay, so let's get into structure real quick. So now this is not a structure video, but you need to understand the fractal nature of everything moving forward, because everything that I'm going to be talking about throughout this course, you got to keep in mind that it's fractal. Okay, so if on the 1 hour we have a strong low, right? And then like we can obviously see on the 1 hour, on 1 hour is obvious, it's right there, we see it. But then we see this on the 1 hour. There's no strong high present. There's no Quasimodo present. Again, QM Quasimodo means strong high, strong low, weak high, weak low. Okay, so you can just keep that in mind. We'll cover that in the future videos, but that's what it is. Just a short definition for all of this, right? There's no Quasimodo. I don't see it. But if we drop down, let's say to the 5 minute, we're going to see our strong high, our Quasimodo. Right there. And now that confirms our range from A to B. because to confirm a range, we need a Quasimodo on the bottom and one on the top, right? Again, don't worry too much about Quasimodos and ranges. We'll cover that later. Just want to, again, explain the fractal nature, right? So we don't see it on the 1, but we saw it on the 5. There's something that you're going to hear me talk about a lot, or not talk about, but say, is trade what you see and not what you think. Now, of course, common sense, we're going to think, logically think. But what I mean by think is don't think too hard. If you don't see it, don't take it. Don't trade it. Don't execute. Don't second guess. Don't guess. Okay? Write that down. Everything I'm saying here, write it down. It's very important. All right. So same with liquidity, right? If we have a strong low, you might just see something like this, let's say on the 1 hour. But in here, if we go down obviously to the, let's say 1 minute, obviously you're going to see highs and lows like this in here. The liquidity is also fractal. Okay. What you don't see on the 1, you will see on the lower time frame. What you don't see on the lower time frame, you will see on the higher time frame. That's why we switch between time frames. Between through all. Yeah, between through all time frames. Yeah. So I hope it's making sense so far. Right? Trying to explain this in the simplest way possible. Okay.